No, for him and Johnny, the pilot. Oh, did you see Johnny the pilot? Yeah, I think that's two or three. Yep. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. How are we all doing today, folks? And I hope you're having a great day. As you can see, we're still not in the new studio. The new studio will be here, which we're pushing for. We were trying to get it the 1st of January, folks, but unfortunately, first going to be the first probably of February, the brand new studio. So we are here today, folks, Monday through Friday, Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. And I hope you guys are having a great day. It is Wednesday, the 18th of January already. Now we're supposed to get snow here in Chicago tomorrow, but they're saying we might not get too much. Maybe they're saying this might be the least snow we've had here in Chicago in a long time. Which me, I love snow, so you know how it is. More snow, the better. But a lot of people start getting anal with the snow and stuff. So anyway, yeah, but we're in Chicago. It's supposed to snow. Anyway, we got a great show for you guys today. Thank you for listening, everybody. We really do appreciate it. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, the doctors, the teachers, the nurses, the firemen, the policemen, the back to blue always. And don't forget, you. It's most people like you, which makes this show very successful. Now, tomorrow, of course, my lovely co-host Laura Ocean, will be with us. And it's going to be a lot of fun because we haven't had her on since the old year of last year. And we just, of course, our son Tony got back from Florida because our daughter Nina is getting married February 11th. Her and Eric. So it's going to be very cool. I mean, everybody's all excited because the boys went to the bachelor party. My wife Lauren, all the girls went to their bachelorette party. Of course, I was working, so I couldn't go anywhere. But it was a lot of fun, so we're excited about that. And our son Joey just left for Texas yesterday because he is one of the marketing managers at Portillo's, and they opened up a brand new Portillo's there, so we're excited. Now, we got a great show, folks. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609. And let's not forget our brand new sponsors. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Ocean's Pit is brought to you by our good friends and sponsors from the Norwich Ace Hardware and Des Plaines Ace Hardware. Remember, they have been helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. And that is Ace Hardware, folks. The one in Norwich, 88330 West Lawrence Avenue in Norwich, 708-456-6800. And Ace Hardware in Des Plaines, that's 1175 Lee Street in Des Plaines, folks, 847-376-8582. I want to thank Raffaello and Jackie for that. And we'll be giving, and starting in February, we're going to be giving special deals at Ace Hardware, because remember, we're always pushing buy local and shop local. That's what it's about. Also, folks, my update on my voice is getting better. As you can see, we lost it on New Year's Eve, laryngitis. So I'm probably like 75%. So I'm not trying to talk as much. And of course, I have the shows this week. This Thursday will be at Positano's with Tony Toto and Lisa P. Friday will be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Daryl Armenstein. Saturday will be in Hobart, Indiana, at the Hobart, Indiana Art Theater with Ocean's Rat Pack. That's right. Bill Serratella is Frank, Elliot is Sammy, and yours truly is Dean. And of course, also Elliot Winbush. And that's during the day. That's a matinee show, folks. It's a 2:30 show at the theater. Then later on that evening, we'll be at Villaggio in Roselle with the main event band. That's Tony Toto and Jerry Jams. And Sunday, we'll be at the Drake in Oak Brook with Ryan O'Ryan. So that's a busy week coming up. But today's show is important. All the shows are important, but today I'm excited because I finally get back my good friends, Josie and Tina from Nashville, Tennessee. Of course, they're part of the great Josie Awards that we won the internet show. I was so proud. I'm still jumping for joy. I still have no clue how I won that. I was so happy and so excited at the Grand Ole Opry. So they're here today. Josie and Tina are going to talk about what's going on with the new one coming up, the 9th annual Josie Awards coming up again at the Grand Ole Opry, October 21st and 22nd of this year. It's going to be fantastic, the 9th annual Josie Awards. So they're going to tell us a little bit about that and what Josie and Tina have got going on. And then later on, before the end of the show, Nick and Phyllis will be joining us. Of course, the piano man and the first lady of rock and roll, Phyllis, because also Josie and Tina will be joining us April 23rd at the Des Plaines Theater for the annual St. Jude's benefit. Rock and roll. So it's a little bit country and a little bit rock and roll, just like Donnie and Marie said. And Josie and Tina will be part of it. Also, our good buddy Jimmy Parker will be there, which we just had Jimmy on the show. And it's going to be great. I'm involved in that on the 23rd of April at the Plains Theater. 2 o'clock show. Go to ticketsoshows.com. All right. Before we bring on Tina and Josie, folks, let's just remember we got to thank our sponsors, because without our sponsors, you know how that works. McCampbell Law Group, Roy McCampbell, attorney at law, a statewide law practice that is client-focused and results-driven. For a great lawyer, honesty, give my buddy Roy McCampbell a call at 708-275-4264. Let's go right to Deutsch Power Center right there out of Elgin, Illinois, servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. That's Deutsch Power Center, 224-276-6550. Let's not forget our good buddies from Don Esteban Cigars. I have not smoked a cigar since December 29th, but I got a hold of them, so it's still here. Hand roll cigars from Tarpon Springs, Florida. Call Javier at 727-366-7536. Let's not forget our good friends, folks from Trico Hair Experts out of Rosemont, recreating great hair days. Men, women, and children. Carmela and Auntie do an incredible job. It's Trico Hair Experts, 773-999-7888. Now, also, folks, let's remember, now we got some more sponsors, but we'll do that towards the end of the night, end of the hour. Right now, you're seeing us 5 different social media outlets at the same time. If you're watching on the Tony Ocean Show Facebook page, on the Mo Carrara Facebook page, we're on Twitter, we're on LinkedIn, we're on YouTube, and now we have go to Ocean's Pit Facebook page. Like it and share it right there, folks. So there's 5 different ways, all at the same time you're watching this show. And what's very important, to support local shows. Even Josie's got her own show on iHeartRadio. And it's important that you support all these people that are trying to do these. You know, we're just trying to make some fun. And that's what it's about, to make you forget about all the crap that's going on in this world today. So it's important. All right. So a lot of good things we're going to got coming up. We know February 18th is the new record release party. Now, you know, I have 10 CDs out, right? Nobody buys CDs anymore. They're on Spotify. You can buy them, blah, 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 blah. But what we did is, since we just celebrated our 30th anniversary this past May, when we sold out the Des Plaines Theater, and instead of, and you can go online and get all my CDs if you want, but we're putting out the best of CD coming out February 18th with 2 special live bonus tracks. And I'm excited about those bonus tracks. The party's going to be fun. It's the Main Event Band live at Speakeasy, Club Arcada, Saturday, February 18th. Special guest, Regina Karma. It's going to be fun, and go to oshows.com. We have some other guests showing up too as well. But this is the brand new one. We took the best of all 10, 8, 9 CDs, and we put them all together. It's about 20 songs. And then later in the spring, now that one was produced and put together by Daryl Armenstad, the professor. Earlier in the spring coming up, we're going to work on a brand new duet CD with Nick Sahajas. I'm excited about that. I've never done that before. So be able to do that, I'm excited. And do something completely different than what people are used to seeing, you know. Anyway, Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. We got some good things to talk about. Like I said, we have our good friends Josie and Tina on. We're bringing them on in 1 second. I just want to make sure that you guys keep remembering to buy local, shop local. It's important to support live entertainment and live establishments, because that's what makes the world go round. Remember, no matter what part of life, no matter what kind of political or religion or whatever you believe or your faith in and all that, you got to have faith. God is with us, folks, because God gave me what I have, my family, my friends, my career. That's because of God. We might not have all the same God, but we're all going to believe in prayer to somebody, pray to somebody. But what we all do have in common, folks, no matter what, is music. And that's what we love to do, is bring music. So speaking of music, speaking of country, speaking of Nashville, speaking of the Josie Awards, speaking of the Grand Ole Opry, baby. That's right. We're talking about our good friends. Let's bring them on, Josie and Tina. Let's give them a big round of applause. Hi, guys, ladies.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
Look at you two. My God. You ever see that commercial where they say, can you guess which one's the daughter and guess which one's the mom? You ever see that?
Which one? Yes.
You guys are unbelievable. First of all, how are you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Wonderful.
We really are. Yes, we're just so excited of all the great events that are coming up. It's a great year already.
A good year.
I love the positive vibes that all your posts say, whether you're supporting local entertainers in your area or local events or local things that are happening. I love following you guys. I love that you had that Willie on, Willie and the Golden Boys. Those guys are cool. William Lee, he's fantastic.
Yeah.
I used to see him before. And then the whole the Lucy Dalton thing. Wow, she's just incredible. She's just
Oh.
I just love her stuff. That 16th
Oh,
Avenue.
Lacey.
And I know
Yeah.
she performed it when she performed it at the Josie Awards. You know what, Josie and Tina, I know I didn't get a real chance to thank you guys. The family is still humbled and honored to been nominated number one and then to win that award and to make that comment. I think I said my wife was still like, she was like, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. I go, well, like I said, if people weren't there, I go, the last time my name was called, I was in court and the people laughed. It was unbelievable.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well, no, thank you so much. Josie, for people that don't know, give us, before you come, let's say hello. We have our good friends in New Jersey, Ohio, California. How you doing, Santa Barbara, New Jersey, Michigan, Iowa? Ronnie B is watching. How you doing, Ronnie? Katie, Tony Toto, everybody, Jerry Jams, professors watching. Thank you guys. Cleveland, New York. How you doing? Indiana's watching. We're going to be there this Saturday at the Hobart Theater in Indiana. How you guys doing? And St. Louis is watching. Kim Peterson from St. Louis. All right, Josie, how did you come up with the whole idea with the Josie Awards?
Oh my goodness. Well, as you mentioned a little earlier, we started the Josie Show, which is on iHeartRadio. I still do that, every week. And from there, I noticed there was such a need for independent artists to have a platform. Just because you're not signed to a major label doesn't mean that you're not good enough, you're not putting out music, you're not touring, etc. So we were trying to think of different ways that we can put together something that can support independent artists, award independent artists, recognize independent artists. And the Josie Music Awards was just, when the opportunity arose for that, we took it head on. We were like, this is an incredible thing. We're so excited about it. And we didn't know initially that it was going to be what it was. The very first year we were in the Springs building and, well, actually we tried for, at the Opryland Resort, we actually initially had booked there for like a banquet hall for like 50 people. We were like, hey, if 50 people show up, we're good.
We're going to celebrate.
We're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate indie artists. And then, we reached 1,000 people later, 1,000 artists at 1,000 people attending, that first year. We were like, hey, this actually could be something special. And, year on and year on, and now finally at the Opry House, we were like, wow, this is incredible to see where we started to where we are now.
What's so incredible for being there for people that have never been there? First of all, if you've never been to the Grand Ole Opry is one thing. I never have.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're walking into this thing. First, you think you're walking in, first of all, just to see a concert. If you did that, you're lucky because all the great artists who perform there and everything. But here you are thinking that you're going to be part of this event. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I mentioned it so many times. There's about 2,000 people last year. I mean, the place was just packed with people. Everybody dressed up to the tilt, whether they were in the casual black tie stuff, or whether in their casual gear, their singing gear, whatever it was. It was fantastic. And the love of affection in that room, people didn't even know each other. Some people didn't even know each other, but sitting next to people, oh my God, it was so cool. This is fantastic. Tina, what do you think of all this when Josie putting all this together? What were you thinking? Is she crazy or what?
I am a little bit.
No, it's not surprising. I mean, when she started out as a very young girl, I came on early, to help her because she was still in school and, it's quite a schedule. And, things just got popular real fast. I mean, back in the day, young kids were not interviewing legends. It just wasn't happening. So, it grew so fast. And from there, there was always more of a need. So, it was brand after brand after brand just, started coming. I think we're up to 14 brands now. Yeah. So it was, one thing after the next that happened. And everything was good. Everything is just, it's been very happy. It's been very positive. It's been a great experience for all of us. Really, our whole family has jumped on board now, due to the size of, some of this. So
Right.
it's just
Both
been
your
great being
husbands.
able to work. Yeah, as a family.
All of
It's
our
been
husbands,
great.
yeah, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So it's a family affair, which makes it even better. I mean, because you're
Yeah.
always,
Yes.
so it makes it even better. What,
Yeah.
Josie and Tina, let me ask you something. What was it when you approached the Grand Ole Opry the first time and you sat with them? I mean, what was your pitch? I mean,
Okay, so
did you know somebody going in?
we did not actually. Yeah, I mean, we've tried a couple years, and I guess
We were new.
we were new, right? And until people see it, they don't know exactly what you're about, right? And when we went there, 2022 last year, we went to them and we were like, we would love to have it here. It would be an honor, and we were expecting, nothing. Honestly, we went in there with our expectations not all that high at starting in, because we didn't know. But they were so kind to us when we walked in. I mean, they brought us in for a site visit. And they have invited us in to be able to see everything, the stage, dressing rooms, behind the scenes, everything. And they were so kind to us. They were like, we would love to have the Josie Music Awards here if you're willing to have it here. We're like, are we willing? We just want, we need your yes, And but yeah, and it was just the coolest thing. And for everybody, from the sound to production, to the guys that are carrying in and out the equipment, and helping Matt out with the equipment, it's just incredible how they really all step up. And it's just a wonderful place to be able to have the award show, and backstage. And I'm sure you felt this too. It was so welcoming and so comfortable. It feels like you've been there for years, and it's just really cool to look at the walls and see all of the great people who were there and who've been a part of the Grand Ole Opry, their show. But it's just really great. It's unbelievable. I recommend anyone going to see.
Yeah,
That
see it. They have tours and they have all kinds of wonderful things. And it was really strange because for us, we had been, obviously on a lot of big stages, doing this. I mean, we, one year we were at the Nissan Stadium. I mean, so, we've been on a lot of great places. And of course, this has, a history, and it just, it's the biggest stage to us, in the world, as far as what we're concerned with,
this and the Ryman,
music.
honestly, the Ryman, that would be a big goal also. We would love to be at the Ryman at some point. You never know.
That would be huge. Yes, that would be huge.
Mother Church. I mean, it doesn't get history-wise. Whew.
You just talk about it, though, for it being one of the biggest stages that there is out there, especially for us, for country music.
Mm-hmm.
We really expected, you would think you'd be so nervous and just crazy, just to be on that stage, just have this, just be scared. And, that's what we always had thought. But there's something about that place, for as grand and beautiful and big as it is, you get on that stage and you feel like you're at home. I mean, we felt comfortable. The nerves never came like they do every year. I mean, it was just a comfortable feeling. It was really crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fantastic, folks. You're watching Ocean Spit, the little show about big things. Josie and Tina from the Josie Awards. Another thing that I noticed too, I think maybe like you were saying, everybody at the Grand Ole Opry is always working with the big stars, and the staff was always working with the big stars. Now you're looking at all these independent artists that are working hard to get to that level. I mean, they're respecting you guys for putting these people on a platform, which is fantastic. Everybody took it so professionally, which I really love. And one thing I have to say, and when you watch these I don't watch any of these music award shows anymore, not in a long time. But I noticed everyone, 99% of everybody that after they got to the award, they thank God. 99% of and they thank God. And that's what's missing. And I'm not going into the whole religious thing, but you know what I mean? That's what was missing at these awards. When you watch the Golden Globes or you watch the Academy Award, it's just these guys were like the heart. They were holding something in their hand that meant the world to me. I know it meant to me. It meant to my buddy Nick and Phyllis and Ronnie B, who won a couple of years, and everybody. It's just a great effect. So you have a lot of categories. How many categories totally in the whole show?
There are a lot of categories.
We're all genre. We should put it out there. We are all genre. It's it's not just
Yeah.
country music. We have rock, pop, R&B, etc. So we have every genre that, known to man, folk,
Yeah.
bluegrass, etc.
There may be about 20 categories, honestly, in all. But with each of those categories, you've got every genre. So, we cover everything pretty much that all the major award shows cover, and a few extra things as well.
Yeah. So like, for instance, if you have vocalist of the year, it's vocalist of the year for pop, rock, so it's, so that's kind of where it comes in, with the whole all genre thing. And, we love it. We love celebrating every single, genre out there, whatever your preference is. You deserve to be celebrated. And also we like to represent that on the stage as well. You'll see with performers, you'll see we have a variety of different genres represented on the stage as well. So we definitely keep it that way.
And you kept the show moving, and all the acts were it was just exciting because everything was all different. There was nobody that was the same. It was all different, which was fantastic.
Right.
The new one coming up is October 21st and 22nd this year. Would be the 9th annual, correct? 9th annual?
Yes, the 9th annual is October 22nd at the Grand Ole Opry House, and the 21st is going to be like our
we've got big surprises.
Yeah, I don't want to say yet.
Not let those loose yet.
Yes. But make sure you keep your schedule for October 21st and October 22nd.
My wife is excited. We're going to be there. It was the first time that I actually hung out in Nashville. One thing I noticed, guys, about Nashville, Tennessee, when I went down that strip, there's bands, music, every place. I couldn't believe it.
Turn.
Yeah.
But I did love that most of the places were playing the old vintage country, which
isn't that wonderful?
My favorite. You know what?
Absolutely.
And then I found out another thing, guys. Some of these people play for free in these bars. Is this correct?
A lot of the times, yes, absolutely. Mostly, yeah. They play for free up and down Broadway.
Just to get heard. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, you see these guys are fantastic. I'm going, holy cow. And they
I know.
The buckets out there, to get tips or somebody going around.
Yes.
I mean, it is unbelievable of the talent that's there. We're excited about that. You're also going to be in Chicago.
Finally coming
back home.
Back home to Chi-Town. That's right. Now, guys, how long were you here before you made the move?
My whole life.
Yeah, so Josie's whole life.
Yeah.
I was raised in Wisconsin, actually, and I was born in Chicago, but I was raised in Wisconsin. So I was there from the time I was 13 years old, so a long time. So pretty much our whole lives. And we just moved out here, a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, and all of our family is back there, so we're so excited, April 23rd to see everybody, our family.
It's going to be fantastic. Yeah.
Friends, yes.
And being Italian, and both of you being Italian is even
yes. Oh my gosh, you don't know how excited we are for the food.
We miss the food.
We miss the food.
Absolutely, the food's going to be great. It is October 23rd at the Des Plaines Theater. Nick and Phyllis, of course, the Hodges, putting this together for St. Jude's. They've done it for many years. I'm proud to be part of it every time they do it.
Us too.
I was proud to be part of it this year as well. I'm excited about that. It's going to be so the 23rd, 2:00 in the afternoon. They moved it to matinee a little earlier than normal. And oshows.com for tickets. And I know Josie and Tina will be there. I know our good buddy Jimmy Parker will be there. I'm proud of my buddy Jimmy Parker. That woulda, shoulda, coulda. That song is just fantastic. I listen to it every day still because I like that old school stuff. But
absolutely.
It's great to see some of the people that we're excited about that. Before what is going to be different, something different that you can say for this, the new award show coming up? Anything you can say?
Yeah, so there's always, every year we do something, we up our ante every year. It's kind of a thing.
Yes. Something you wouldn't normally see. We like to do it. We like to break that mold. I would say that the night before, so the evening before the award show, so the 21st of October, that night, make sure your schedule is cleared. Because we have something very special for y'all.
Well, last year, me and my wife didn't make the party. We came the day of the show. This year, I'm going to make that.
Make that night.
21st, yes. Sure. Absolutely.
Let me ask you something. When you guys reach out for people, like when you do like the special award that you did for Lucy, what did you guys, how does that come? How do you get to pick which one out of all the artists out there?
Well, what's really cool is our panel actually, goes through kind of, artists who have, done incredible things, you know what I mean, with their careers, artists from 80s, 90s, you know, 70s that even before, yeah. And they kind of look at artists who, may not have had the big opportunity that they should have. They put out great hits that we all know and love. And so, they'll bring to our attention, they'll be like, hey, especially for Lacey J. Dalton, they brought that to our attention. And then also, we talked to the great PR that she has. And we, normally it's a surprise. But this year we wanted to make it more of we wanted her to get, the press, the recognition. So we wanted to go out there and just support her and let her have the moment and shine, right? Yeah. And so this year, we let everyone know ahead of time that she was going to be our Lifetime Career Achievement Award. And we had it in, NBC, Fox, we were on WSM, we did all of these, big things. And, she's well deserved of it. I mean, her hit 16th Avenue, everybody still listens to that.
Yeah, I heard it before. I remember listening to the song. Sometimes I didn't even know the actual person who sang it, but then I had to go back and find it, right? Because you heard it so many times.
Exactly. And Lacey J. Dalton, what's great about her is after all of that great success that she had, she's independent. She's an independent music artist. And a lot of our Lifetime Career Achievement Award winners, you'll notice, are independent right now. They've done great successes, but they are independent and they're still killing it in the game. And so, Lacey,
their independent work, right?
Right. So Lacey was a great decision. I'm so glad that we were able to, recognize her. And of course, we'll have the Lifetime Achievement Award again this year as well. So,
many times coming to us too is like the PR companies come to us, the record labels come to us, the management companies come to us. Just like with Lacey J. Dalton, it was the same thing. PR would come to us. So, they still have people that are involved in helping them out. And, we're blessed that they come to us and ask for the support. So,
yeah. And you know what, guys, it's funny because these days, a lot of the artists out there, obviously you have your core of who are signed to major labels, but there's a lot of artists, that are out there making a living, touring all over the world, doing this for a living. And
sure.
There is a lot of those people, and a lot of the artists now, even some of the big artists are going independent because of the way the big labels now are just not there. They're just not there anymore like they used to be to support the artist. And what you guys are doing are fantastic on that. Is there a bucket list of someone you'd like to come, if you could get somebody to come and just as a lifetime achievement or just somebody as a special guest? Who would be someone to come and perform that night?
I think Dolly Parton would be really cool. I don't know if she's signed. I think she does. I think she's independent, Dolly Parton, or at least she has her own label. I don't know, something. I think she might be independent. Don't correct me if I'm wrong out there, everybody.
I don't know either, but you're right.
Dolly Parton would be amazing. Yes, because the support that she does, and she gives back, the humanitarian in her, and all of the great work. You can't go anywhere without knowing Dolly Parton. I think that would be amazing, and it would definitely be well deserved, in my opinion. So that would definitely be a dream bucket.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, she's even nominated this year, or was it last year, for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, she was. Exactly.
So, Dolly is Dolly. It's like having Willie or Whaley.
Yeah, she does everything.
Exactly.
You're watching Ocean Spit, a show about big things, folks. Just quick sponsor real fast. Later on, in about another 20 minutes or so, 15 minutes or so, I got my good buddy Nick and Phyllis Sahajas. Well, don't forget, we're also brought to you by Armando Supermarkets, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. Buy local, shop local, my good buddy Danny Mazzi. And let's not forget Crash Champions, collision auto repair for all your collision auto repair needs. Go to crashchampions.com. Mikey and Gigi, thank you so much for that. Josie and Tina from the Josie Awards. Let's see, Mal. It's great. We talked about your bucket list there. Talk about what about is it hard? Having the family affair is good because you're all together, but it's got to be hard because there's so much work. Not only are you working when you're working, but when you're home, you guys are talking about working anyway. Just like me.
Yeah, right.
How do you guys? Exactly. How does everybody all take all this?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we definitely have our moments where we're like, hey, we cannot talk about work right now. This is just family fun. We have our boundaries, right? Like, hey, like at this time, we try at least, right? Where, we set times for us to just clear our minds, not think of anything but what we're, have fun or whatever we want to do that day, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to work, what I think is great is everybody is just so into it, because with Matt, he's been a music artist for about 25 plus years now. So he knows all of the music stuff. You know what I mean? He's our stage and equipment manager, so he knows all of that. So it's fun for him. It's not work for him. And then for us, we love
doing it.
We love it.
Feel like work.
Right. We love coming up with new ideas. We love, just talking through what we can do to make improvements, and what we can, change. And it's just a lot of fun. And then of course my dad, he's great. Most people don't know this, but my dad is great with the ideas as well. That might be
actually. He's really good with ideas.
He's great. He's so great at that. And so he'll also throw in, hey, you guys should try doing this or this. So it's really cool how we're able to throw ideas at each other. And nobody does it better, and nobody you could trust more than your family, right? So
correct, yeah.
Right.
Which is very important. Has any other labels, or not labels, but any other award show, are the country artists, some of the popular country artists, are they aware of what you're doing?
Yes, they are. We do have, someone who writes for CMA Awards, that is also involved and, is a friend of ours. So they are familiar with what we do. So, which is really, really cool. And
artists give shout outs too to congratulate nominees and things like that for the Josie Music Awards. So yeah, I think so. I think there are some that are starting to definitely hear about
catch on. Absolutely. And we're also getting messages from, artists, that have heard about us, signed artists that have heard about us and said, hey, I was an independent artist, back then, and I wish I had something like that, when I was coming up, so hearing that kind of stuff is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking about, the positive feedback and the vibe that you guys give with you guys out there, and which is very cool to do that. Now anybody can buy a ticket to this event, correct?
It is public, yeah.
Yes.
So how does somebody such as asked my buddy Leonard Maselli from Florida, asked how does he buy tickets to this show?
Sure. So the tickets will go on sale this year on February 8th. And you can go to either our website, josiemusicawards.com, or you can go to opry.com and purchase your tickets right there. It's real easy, right online.
Yeah, that's the coolest part, is that it's on both websites.
Different packages, technically, is there
not this year. This year they will all be one, so you would just go on there and just order how many tickets you need.
Yeah.
There's a couple different, there's a different seating option for as long as it lasts. So a lot of the front has got specialty seating on it, and that sort of thing. But
for rows and stuff,
yeah. So kind of depends on if you want to be that close or if you want to be back a little bit. But those are the only two options
that are different. Yeah.
Is there any nominees or categories that you haven't used and want to use or thinking of using?
This year there is a new category that's getting added. We've been asked, we were asked last year, but it was a little late for us to add it on. So we're adding it this year. So it is going to be for authors who write autobiographies for music artists. So whether they write them for independent artists or they write them for the stars, so that will be a category for those writers.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, that is great. Leonard, you got your information. You better come out and join us there, Leonard. Yeah, we've
Come join us, Leonard.
February 8th. Tickets are on sale February 8th.
Absolutely. Josie and Tina from the Josie Awards, of course, are good friends. And that's how I heard of you guys, of course, Nick and Phyllis Sahadjian. I can't say enough about these two. They are, I call him Saint Nick, and I call him Saint Nick, and I call her the first lady of rock and roll here in Chicago, because they are the type of people that, first of all, what they do for St. Jude's, number one, is over the top.
It's huge, yeah.
What they do as people, something needed. Hey, Phyllis. Hey, Nick. But I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. And they're just great friends, and I'm excited to be working with them again. And they told me a whole about the Josie Awards thing, and it was so exciting. I had no idea that I was nominated until Nick called me and told me.
That's hilarious. Surprise.
Oh my God. And my wife goes, wait, that's got to be wrong. There's got to be something wrong with that.
Is that a different Tony Ocean? Yeah, no.
It was like so cool. And for people that weren't there, the whole red carpet thing, like, wow. I mean, I never see so many cameras and stuff. I mean, it was just so professionally done. And it was just fantastic. It just gives you that warm feeling that you're part of something. And like I said, I met a few people out there that were with us that we became friends. I even had Steve on the phone, Steve on the show, who was with the Leonard Skinner tribute. We had him on the show.
Oh, good.
Very good. They're great.
We got the Kid Rock guy. I forgot his name. He's going to be coming up next month.
Don Suiters.
Don Suiters.
Yes.
Fantastic. When he was walking around, everybody thought it was him. I mean,
They did. I kept getting those comments. You know, Kid Rock's here, and I didn't know at first what they meant. So I was like, "What?" You know. And until you know, he came up to me and he's like, "Everyone thinks I'm Kid Rock." I'm like, oh, "That's who they're referring to."
Well, no shit. I mean, you look just like him, right? And then you know,
looks just like him.
Great. Yeah, it was great seeing that. And Nick winning, and then Leah came. Leah, the guy came for gospel when she came, and she's part of Chicago. And Jackson too. He's fantastic. He's going to be with us too.
Jackson,
so what a great voice. What a good kid. I don't know if you guys know this story. First time he came to St. Jude's, this may have been 4 or 5 years ago, and he was. I don't know how old he is now, but he's not that old. I think he's over 21.
No, he's still young. Yeah.
Still a young kid. So we're sitting backstage, and it was there. We introduced ourselves. I go, here, have a shot. And I don't know. He had a shot of Jack Daniels. He didn't know what he was drinking. So then when he went back, he goes, "Ma, the Italian guys over there gave me a shot of Jack Daniels." And it was like,
oh my gosh, he had no idea.
He had no clue. And his mother said to me, "Oh, so you're the guys." Yeah, so it's very cool.
Yes. Oh, that's hilarious.
That's so cute. That's so cute.
Like I said, Josie Awards are fantastic. It's a great event. October 22nd is the actual event this year at the Grand Ole Opry, folks. And tickets will be going on sale February 8th. And then we'll be posting some information on that. So why don't we bring on Phyllis, who's been sitting here. Let's see if we get her on here too. Ladies and gentlemen, the rock and roll, the queen of rock and roll writer, she's in the house. My good friend, Phyllis Hodges. Phyllis, how you doing, honey?
I'm great. How are you?
Fantastic, my love. Look at that. All three together look like Charlie's Angels, and I'm Charlie. Charlie, well, today you ladies got to have a big mission.
Exactly.
Let's get to you fast. Tell us how you found out about you and Nick, about the whole Josie Awards thing.
So how did this start? It started with Colleen Walters. So Colleen, I got in touch with Colleen through a friend of ours, a mutual friend, Barb Bailey. And we were going to Nashville, and Barb said, "Hey, I have a friend, Colleen Walters is in Nashville." So she said, "Let me connect you on Facebook." So we contacted Colleen, and we were going to take a trip to Memphis, and we wanted to go to the Grand Ole Opry. So Colleen said, yeah, come out. And, so Nick and I drove out there, and she said, "I want you to meet us at the Music City Bar and Grill." And so we drove up there, we met Colleen, and she also said, "My friend here is Jimmy Parker," and that's how we met Jimmy and Colleen at the Music City Bar. And I think that her son-in-law owned it at the time. So she said, we said, "We're going to the Grand Ole Opry. We bought tickets." She goes, "Oh, I haven't been there in years. I want to go." Well, we didn't know her background, like Colleen's background with the Grand Ole Opry. And so we picked her up on the night that we were going to the Grand Ole Opry. And that night, Vince Gill, the Oak Ridge Boys, Roy Clark, and some other people were there. It was a huge night to go. So we had nosebleed seats up, like in the bleachers. And she said, "No, she goes, don't use those tickets. You come with me." So she brought us through the gate, and the guards going, "Hi, Colleen." And I was like, "What is happening?" So she takes us through the back door, through the dressing rooms. And she's like, "There's Roy Clark." And he's like, "Hey." I'm like, "What?" So she goes, "Let's go talk to him." So we sat on the couch. We're talking to Roy Clark. We took some pictures. Vince Gill, who is such a wonderful, down to earth person. So we met all of these people, and then she said, "So you're going to come with me." So she takes us on the stage, and there's a roped off area where like 10 people sit on the stage facing the audience. And
Yeah.
the curtains were drawn. So all the Oak Ridge boys are coming up like standing right next to us. And Vince Gill puts his seat down. And then the curtains open and we're looking at like 2,500 people or whatever. And we're on stage with so it was amazing. So anyway,
Wow.
so we kept in touch with Jimmy. We kept in touch with Colleen, who I love them both. And then Jimmy said, I want to come to Chicago. What do you guys got going on? So, hey, Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, I want him to come over here too. This is his story too.
Sure.
So when Jimmy, we said, yeah, well, we have a St. Jude. Oh my God, he's rolling over.
Hi. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. the King himself, give it up for my good pal, St. Nicholas, everybody. Nick's
You
on.
want to take it from here?
What?
So Jimmy came into town and Nick said, I have a St. Jude thing that I'm doing on Sunday. He said, you could play with me there if you don't mind. And he goes, you could stay by us. And so that was a whole thing.
Yeah, that's what first time you met him, Mo, at the St. Jude Melrose Park.
Yeah, fantastic.
Right.
We met him when we did that together the one in September. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did the whole Josie thing get there?
So
Josie and Tina Marie showed up with my good friend Vito.
Yeah, he invited Josie and Tina Marie to the St. Jude show, right?
Okay.
That Sunday.
That's where we first met.
That's where we first met everybody. So that was awesome. And then that night, it was that weekend.
The night before.
Oh, it was the night before, which was Tina Marie's birth. Wait a minute.
Yeah, why'd you schedule the JMAs on our birthday this year, Tina Marie?
I know, it's fantastic. I'm so
Happy
excited.
birthday.
Best birthday present ever.
That means more. That's more gifts for you. That's great. It's gonna be wonderful.
I don't think that was the first time we met them. I think it was at our.
No, because they came after that.
Oh, you came after. Okay,
Yeah,
because
first
you
it was
came in
that
October
fast.
to
Yeah.
our house at Rocktober at our
Right.
at our
Right.
Right.
that party, and we
Yeah,
had a
Rat
birthday
performed.
cake, and we shared it with both.
Yeah.
That's right. And Ronnie
Yeah.
B sang Elvis to happy
Yes.
birthday, and
Yeah, it was so
that's
cool.
where you met Ronnie B too.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was the first time.
So it was all. Yeah, so that's where we met, and then we found out about the Josie Awards, and we submitted, and Nick won the first year for one of his original songs, and the whole band came out there, and they opened up the show. Nick's band opened up the show. So, and that was
Very
during
cool. Very
COVID.
cool.
So we were kind of concerned about how we were going to do the COVID. I think you were obviously concerned about your show,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
it worked out.
We also
It
played
was
with
great.
Colleen
We played with Colleen,
and with what's his name?
Jackson, not Jackson,
It was-
Shotgun
Shotgun Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Oh, Shotgun Jefferson you played with. Yeah.
Yes.
They were great. Yeah.
Because their guy
Yeah,
didn't want to make
yeah.
the trip. So
And that was a hoot. I'm telling you,
that was
it
fun.
was a lot of fun. We
Wonderful.
rented a log cabin, and it was just
It was
amazing.
Oh yeah, that was at Dollywood. Yeah, that was so cool.
No, I think that
Wait, or was that Country Tonight Theater?
Yeah.
Country
Yeah.
Tonight Theater was right.
Yeah, and it was all COVID. Everybody
Right.
Everybody was kind of like it was just.
Social distance.
It was just weird. We were
Sitting there.
We were
Kinda.
sanitized.
Yeah, but it was all good. And then once you go to these shows, you're right, Mo. You just get. It's like a family. It's just like you feel comfortable and you want to do it. You want to be involved. You just want to be a part of it, and it's just and it's going like this.
And you want to bring more people into it.
Yeah.
People, you got to get involved, submit some
Yeah,
songs, this and
yeah.
that. It's
And
Yeah.
thank you for that. Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
us Italians, we're used to big families anyway. So once,
It's
3,000
extended.
people.
Yeah.
Well, you got
3,000
the-
people is nothing.
Yeah, you got Italian family up, and then you got the Greeks. I mean, it's all it is what it is.
a lot
Yes.
of good, a lot of good
Very
food.
similar when it comes to family values.
It's very similar. Very
It is.
similar.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you have the music thing that we all have in common, which is fantastic. But
For
what I was
sure.
saying about Nick and Phyllis, which I've said many, many times, and I just don't say that because they're on the show. I say it to their face and at my shows and wherever I'm at. When you get people like that, they just bring they just draw people to them because they're so good in what they do and their hearts are in the right spot. And like I said, you need something. Yeah, okay. Well, if I got it open, Phyllis, yeah, okay. What? You need your house? Right? Yeah. I mean, whatever. Phyllis, I need a poster. Bam! 2 seconds later, there's like 9 posters. It's like it could have been easy just giving one. Now I got to go through 9 to find which one because they were all fantastic.
Yeah.
So, and the same thing with Nicholas, and it's a great thing. And now, April 23rd, big day coming up. Des Plaines Theater, of course. The St. Jude's Awards. A little bit country. I'm a little bit rock and roll. It's going to be cool because it's a little country, a little rock and roll. And Phyllis and Nick, tell us what you got going on. I know it's going to be the 23rd of April, folks, at the Des Plaines Theater, 2 o'clock, new starting time. oshows.com for tickets. Give us a little wrap update of what you got going on that day.
Take it away.
Well, I mean,
I'm in the middle of writing charts.
Yeah,
Right
he's
now.
writing charts. I think all the songs are in, and I have to get in touch with Tina Marie and Josie soon. But it's going to be we're going to switch it off, country, rock and roll. We have, who did you bring? Why don't you tell who you brought in, Tina Marie?
We have Nate Venturelli coming, who we got to see at JMA Fest this year. He plays everywhere. So
Literally.
when you talk about getting to play opportunities at large events with major artists, it's not always an easy thing to do, but he is at all of them.
Yes. Yeah.
So he's phenomenal, and he is a great person. So besides being an amazing talent, he is a great person. So we're excited he's going to be joining us.
Yeah.
His whole band is going to be there.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's fabulous.
They're all good people.
They're kind of semi-local. They're Northwest Indiana. They're like an hour
Yeah,
away.
they're not.
Yeah. Right close. Yeah.
It's
For
easy.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
fantastic.
Jimmy Parker, Jackson.
Yes.
Jimmy Parker did something.
Absolutely.
And then
It's been a great show.
we have our own locals that are doing rock
And country.
and country. So it's going to be an amazing show.
Strange
Well, it
enough,
always is, Nick. You
Chicago.
put a band together behind those artists. When I had my 30th anniversary show, it would have been nothing without that band behind me. I mean, look, I always told this, and everybody knows that the singer is a singer. But if you ain't got the guys behind you, or your band behind you, or your crew behind you, you're nothing. I mean, you
need the music.
You have to have that seed, but it takes it to a whole different level. Phyllis, now you guys, Phyllis and Nick, this will be what year? How many years now?
This will be our 8th year.
Okay. How much have you guys raised for St. Jude's so far since you started?
I'm going to get crying.
I don't know the figures.
It's just under $90,000.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. Woo!
Woo! That deserves an applause.
Yeah. So
That's
I'm hoping
amazing.
that this one will put us over the $100,000. Which when I say it, I can't believe I'm saying it. Honestly,
Yeah, it's a crazy number to say. Yeah.
It's
funny
amazing.
how life
It's
where
amazing
life
what you
takes
guys do. It's amazing what you guys do for that. And then when you guys do your silent auctions and they're, there's guitars signed by
Guitars.
celebrities and stuff, that is huge. I mean, it's a good cause because we all know about St. Jude's, folks. All the money goes to the families. All the money. There's no
Ron is very generous with it.
Yeah. Ron Onesti, of course, does a great job with that. Of course, it started many, many years ago with Danny Thomas, of course, then Marlo Thomas's dad, St. Jude's. I mean, it's fantastic. It's a great thing. We're excited about it. Any surprises this year, Nick and Phyllis?
for the
Well,
show.
we are going to have an acoustic guitar signed by the guys in America. Band
Very
America.
cool.
Yeah,
Very
very
cool.
good.
Very cool.
And if Tina Marie, if you guys can come up with anybody, we'll certainly send you a guitar if you can get it signed by.
Dolly Parton would be good.
Right?
Right. Lovely.
I love that.
And if you guys are looking for some guitars, there are some that ended up in the trunk just about a week ago. I don't know. You might want to leave some.
Did they? Yeah.
We're also going to auction off a guitar that's signed by everybody in the show.
Oh, that's
that's
very
lovely.
cool.
Fabulous.
That's lovely.
I like that.
We have some handouts for the audience too. That's our surprises. So I'll let you two know. But
That
Yeah.
is fantastic what you guys are doing. And it's a perfect venue. It's a perfect time. And that's another event. When you go, everybody's drawn to it. It's a great cause. And you know what? We're proud to be part of it. I'm proud to be part of it. Nick, you're going to be retiring soon, come April. Finally retiring. I know they're going to have a little shindig. We'll have a little wherever you're playing at. That's going to be interesting. Phyllis, is that going to be interesting that Nick's going to be at home all the time now? Or I mean, how is that
That's
going to work?
fine. That's fine. He has more time to do what he wants to do, music.
And he should be. When
Yeah.
I first got, me and Nick are close, and I first said, Nick, man, you should be doing this. And he almost is right now because he's working his butt off. But people need to see him more and more because he's just fantastic at what he does. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching Ocean's Pit here, folks, of course, Tony and Josie and Tina from the Josie Awards, of course, Nick and Phyllis, the Hodges. April 23rd, first of all, is St. Jude's. Des Plaines Theater, 2 o'clock start time, oshows.com. It's going to be fun. And that says, watch Ocean's Pit. Oh,
Yes. That's awesome.
that. And guys, the Josie Awards is going to happen. The party's going to be October 21st, but the actual award show is October 22nd this year. And this year, Phyllis and Nick, I'm not going to miss the party before because we had a ball.
Don't miss it.
Absolutely.
Road trip.
Remember when
Yeah.
Josie and Tina, let me tell you a story that maybe you guys don't know.
Oh, no.
After, right, Phyllis? Phyllis, Nick? After we left you guys, we were in the parking lot trying to find a place to eat, right?
Yeah. Good luck
So-
at it.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so, well, we don't know. No, we only had one car, but we had like 10 people.
Yeah.
So we're in the car and Nick's driving. I'm in the front seat. So I think Phyllis came up. Somebody came up with this idea. I think it was Phyllis. So I was like 3 or 4 other ones were in the trunk. In the car.
Edge.
They all, like 4 of the girls went in like this. They were like this in the trunk of the car. So we only had to go like a half a block, so we didn't have to go too far. But nobody
Yeah,
wanted to
good.
walk. It was, and then when we pulled up in front of the place, there's a whole bunch of people outside of the bar or the restaurant. Some people were smoking, some people were there. And I got out of the round and we opened it and all. And I go, girl, and I told the people that were there, I go, look, folks, we got ladies for sale here in the trunk. Ladies for
Oh my gosh.
We were all in our formal, you know.
They're all dressed up in their
Yeah.
formal gear. They all dressed up in their formal clothes. It wasn't like they had jeans. I mean, they all came right from the ceremony.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Funniest thing in the
That
world.
was
we had.
hysterical. That was
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So I would have loved to have seen everybody piling out of the trunk.
Yeah, out of the trunk. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
It was
Oh.
the funniest thing, and I couldn't believe that they actually went along with it. Okay, let's get in the trunk. Okay, then we-
Yeah, in the trunk.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. Oh, that's too much.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I love that.
See, making memories during the Josie Music Awards. There you go, making memories.
Yeah.
There's always a story for the Josie
it's-
Award.
Yeah, it's
Always.
fantastic because you never know what's going to happen, and you spend time with good people, and it's about. I know you guys are busy doing your stuff, so Josie and Tia, tell us when is your show on your talk show?
So the Josie Show is every Thursday, and it just automatically in the mornings goes up on iHeartRadio and Spotify, Amazon Music, everywhere that you find that you could stream, shows. You'll be able to find it, and also at josieshow.com. All of our episodes are there, even from our very first episode with Katie Cook to interviews with like Alan Jackson and Eric Church. You can find them all on there. So it's pretty cool. Easy. josieshow.com.
Very cool. We're excited for you guys. We're excited for the 9th annual Josie Awards at the Grand Ole Opry, October 21st, 22nd. 21st is the party, 22nd. Tickets will be going on sale on February 8th. So cool. Now, real quick, someone's been asking if they have something, how do they submit to you? How does this get submitted to you so they might get a chance to be nominated? How does this work?
Right. It's open submission period right now. So it goes all the way until April 30th. So you have until April 30th to go ahead and submit. You just go to josiemusicawards.com. There's a couple of tabs up at the top that say review submission forms. Just put your cursor over it. The drop-down menu will come, and each one of those things that comes down is a new form. So you just fill out whatever it is that applies for what you do in your music career. Hit submit, and that's it. That's all you need to do. And then our panel does the rest. And it looks like this year the release of the nominees' names will happen on May 4th. And I think it'll happen in a celebratory way this year. It's going to be a little bit of fun.
Yes.
Very
Wow.
cool. And Phyllis and Nick, if you didn't hear, I guess the 21st of October, they have a special announcement or something's going to be happening at that party. But Josie and Tina were saying, so that should be interesting. Guys, again, first of all, thank you, Josie and Tina, for your time.
Thank
for
you.
what
Thank
do
you.
Thank you for what you do for independent artists who all need to be
Absolutely.
heard. They need to be heard because there's so many of them out there, whether you're a singer, an artist, or whatever you guys are. We all know what we're doing.
Our
And
pleasure.
we're grateful for what you do. And of course, Nick and Phyllis, what the hell? Nick, while you're on, where are you at this weekend, Nicholas?
Taverna, our favorite place.
Taverna, Saturday night, right? 8 o'clock showtime. Taverna in Melrose Park. Go see the Piano Man. It'd be a lot of fun. Guys, I want to thank you all for your time, both of you, very much. Also, give my best to Matt, your son. I heard he's coming back. Going to be doing stuff there. Very good. And Josie, I am so sorry to hear. Prayers go out to Josie's aunt, right?
Yes.
Your aunt.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Put prayers to that because right
Thank
now
you.
what we need when someone is prayers. It's amazing. People saying, I can't believe Tony talks. I talk about the God thing much because I believe in what he gave me. And we all know
Absolutely.
that.
Yes.
And we all gave every single one of us that same thing that we get. So we need it. When we count on friends, that's what we count on. When someone goes down, our friends are supposed to be there to help you pick up, But if they want to really know who your friends are, two things. Besides borrowing money, I found out this is the best thing, folks, the best one. You want to know if he's a real friend or if she's a real friend? When you guys decide to move and you need somebody to help you move, the people that
That's
are
right.
there, those guys are there. I'm telling you.
No, those are the real ones. Yeah.
Always
You're
remember that. Anyway, thank you, Josie and Tina, so much. God bless you. Nicholas and Phyllis,
you.
thank you so much, guys. God bless you. Let's give them a big round of
God
applause,
bless
guys. Oceans Pit, thank you very much. You guys got it. All right,
Talk
folks,
to
we're
you
spending
soon.
about 5 minutes left. Yeah, we got 5. Bye-bye, guys. God bless. Now we got 5 minutes
Bye.
left.
God bless.
Folks.
Bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
If you want to stay on the show, Nick and Phil, if you want to stick around, we got some birthdays that we didn't get a chance to. So let me throw some birthdays at you. Real fast, folks. Hugh Brennan, he was Mr. Green Jeans. Remember Mr. Green Jeans on Captain Kangaroo? Celebrates the birthday. Look at me. I like getting everybody involved. Yes, that's right. Jerry Jesser, he was originally with the Association, a great band from the 60s. Jimmy Page, of course, of Led Zeppelin, celebrated a birthday. Ali Van Cleef, a great Western star. Gotta love that. Crystal Gale, country star, 72 years old today. Rod Stewart celebrates 78 years old. His wife is 33. God bless him. Oh, that's it. You got to love that. Michael Schenker of UFO and the Scorpions celebrates a birthday. Pat Benatar celebrating a birthday. Don Fagan from Supertramp celebrates a birthday. Peter Tork of the Monkees celebrates a birthday. Frank Sinatra Jr. 2 days ago, of course, Frank's son. And last but not least, Clarence Clements would have been 81 years old if he was still alive today. Of course, he was a sax player of Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. A couple things going out, folks. I hope you guys are doing well. Listen to this. Rockford. They're thinking about remaking Rockford. Remember the TV show with James Garner? Now they're thinking of remaking it either with Dermot McDollery, which I think wouldn't be too bad. But Vince Vaughn is up for it. I can see Vince Vaughn as Rockford. I think it'd be kind of cool, right? I think it'd be kind of interesting. I was always a Rockford guy. I don't know if you guys were. Couple other things. 235 Twitter users. Some of their public knowledge stuff is on a hack sheet, which means 253,000 Twitter users are on this hack sheet. That means that all your personal information is out on these hack sheets. And these hack people call and try to get into your accounts. That's crazy. Whoever thought that would happen, right? Wow. Anything. All right, good.
Oh,
Twitter.
we're just listening.
It's fantastic. I love
I
it.
never thought that would happen.
Did you guys, Phyllis? Did you ever watch All My Children? Did you ever watch that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. It appeared.
Wait, no, General Hospital.
You like General Hospital. Well, All My Children was January 5th, 1979. Susan Lucci made her
Yeah.
appearance on All My Children. There's more stuff I'd talk about, but it's a little too much to get into the whole thing. How about the voting age? You think that the voting age should be 21 or 18? Right now, I think it's 18, correct?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
You think they should move the voting age to 21?
No.
No.
Keep it
I
18.
always thought if you're old enough to go to war, you should be old enough to vote.
Bingo. Same thing exactly. I totally agree with that. Folks, music is the only thing that will give, and not take. And that is exactly true, as much as we say it. A lot of other great stories I'd like to talk about. What are you thinking about? Boy, there's some stuff here. I just didn't know if we want to get into all that. But no, I'm going to hold off on that. Especially when you guys are on the show. I want to keep it friendly and happy with you guys on the show. But what I like it, what's Nick? What do you guys, Nick, Phyllis? What do you got? Now I know you released some of your original material. Is this new stuff or is this
No,
stuff
this
you
is
got in the
stuff I-
vaults?
Stuff I recorded back in the 90s with a couple of friends of mine. And I wanted to put it out there for them even more than for me. My friend Mark, who was in our first show, Concert for Jimmy Zito, he sang lead vocals on it. My friend Mike was also in the first Concert for Jimmy Zito show with us, and he played the guitar on it. And we all contributed to writing stuff. And I recorded it in the basement on an 8-track reel-to-reel. And thought it came out pretty good. So I just wanted to throw it out there just to share it and brighten their day a little bit. So
Yeah, Nicholas, you working on some new material? You did release your own CD, didn't you, a couple years ago? Or have you done that yet?
haven't done it yet.
Now that's got to
Back
be
on my feet.
that's going to be interesting, right? Because you have probably so much music, right, to go through what you want to think of. But that should be cool when you put that out. I think it would be very interesting.
Yeah,
People
there
would
may be a
love to
couple
hear
of
that.
them. There might be a couple of them back to back real fast. So.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Put them out there when you can. Phyllis, what's going on with you? Anything exciting?
No,
Anything
just
new?
working on the St. Jude concert, getting, we have a couple of people, bliss decks. We're going to have handouts. I'm just trying to figure it all out and working with Nick on the acts, and we're scheduling rehearsals starting next week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's going to be a great show. I just really want to plug that and get that sold because people come to it. It's only $25 for any seat in the house, and the talent and the entertainment that night,
Yeah.
and the feeling that you get just being at those St. Jude concerts, it's like none other. It's just amazing. So
Yeah.
And I appreciate you picking out 2 songs that I already know. Makes my life
Well, that's
easier.
good. Makes it easy. I thought, yeah. Well, I think we've done one for how many years? I figure, right? So the other one will be easy too. But I'm proud. Thank you first for having me part of that. We love it. Also, another guy who's watching, Coach Carl Doty, who does his own St. Jude's thing, which comes up later in September, which we are both involved in that too as well. It is just a great thing for St. Jude's. Obviously St. Jude's knows what you're doing.
yeah.
Obviously, right? Exactly. Did you ever get a call from Marlo or anybody like that?
No, but I was invited to, it was called Dream Chicago, and it was held this summer at Millennium Park. And I brought Leah, Kathy, I brought a few people with me. And a random woman walked up to me and said, "Are you Phyllis?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said my name, and she told me her name. And she said, "Give me your phone." And she put her contact info. She goes, "I'm on the board of St. Jude in Chicago for Dream Chicago. And we would like to invite you to be, to see if you would be on the board." And so, I mean,
Tell them who was at the show.
Marlo Thomas was at the show.
No,
too.
the Pointer Sisters.
Oh, the Pointer Sisters, Marlo
We're talking
Thomas.
about the
I
entertainment.
know. Well, I was just telling about. So she heard about our concerts, and which it was amazing. So
Now you know what? What's the chances? I mean, I know she's a busy lady, but looking at the years that you've been doing this, did you ever think of maybe putting a promotional thing together through the years and sending it to Marlo and saying, "Hey, imagine her as a guest appearance"?
oh,
Would be
that
awesome.
would be amazing.
Right? I mean, hey, right? I mean, it can't hurt. I mean, you guys are always doing that stuff with videos and stuff. You're always
Right.
put the best, some highlights. This is what we do. This is what we raised. How about come on down? We can get you some sponsors, maybe, to fly her out or whatever the hell, put her up, whatever we need to do, and have her make an appearance. Maybe, I don't know about this year, but maybe next year. Wouldn't that be cool to have her there?
That's a great idea. I
We
wouldn't.
also got Jennifer Aniston taking up the cause too. So.
Yeah, that, and she's a fellow Greek.
And she's a fellow Greek. There you go.
And
But
she's good. There you go. So
Yeah.
whereas you might be able, help her with some ouzo and everything would be good. But you guys are unbelievable. Thank you again for your time, Phyllis and Nick, and thank you for what you guys do. I know that I say this a lot from my heart, and you guys know how much I love you both very much. So God bless you, and going to be fun. We're going to have fun. It's funny that me and Nick and Phyllis, we can't get together in our own hometown, but we have already been in Florida and Nashville together.
Yeah.
We're here. We're always busy.
Yeah, which was cool. That Florida trip, boy, we had fun. I just
That was
wish
a lot of
someone,
fun.
I wish something would have came out of that TV show. We got some good video footage, which was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. And the whole event, whatever it was, the way it went down, but it was still very cool. Nicholas, Phyllis, thank you for your time. Thank you for what you do. God
We
bless
love
you.
you.
Guys. Don't forget, guys, this Saturday, go see Nicholas at a Taverna on Division. Go there and check them out. Look at this. Chris Minardi says Felix Cavaliere is a St. Jude's contributor as well.
Oh.
Felix Cavaliere from the Rascals. And don't forget, wasn't also Ron Onesti's wife? She was part of St. Jude.
She was a patient at
Yeah.
St.
She was a
Jude
patient.
when she was 11.
She was
Quite
11
the
years
miracle.
old.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, guys. Have a great afternoon. We love you both. God bless you. Nick and
Love you
Phyllis
too.
and Hodges, everybody. And before we go, let's not forget, Jerry Jams has got a 2-month vacation. He's driving to Florida. So Jerry says hello. Jerry, how you doing? And I hope you're doing well, Jerry. Have a little vacation. Enjoy yourself. We got one more sponsor before you guys say goodbye. Let's not forget our good buddies from Patriot Funding Incorporated. That's right. When timing is everything. Commercial money lending at its finest. Dave Antonelli at 630-675-4730. And don't forget our good friends, our brand new sponsors from Ace Hardware. That's right. Ace Hardware Norwich and Ace Hardware Des Plaines. They've been helping neighbors before there were neighborhoods. And also, ladies and gentlemen, what's important about our good friends from Ace, January and February, they have a new line of Carhartt accessories, including belts, wallets, backpacks, all sold at the JRC Hardware Inc. stores. More stuff coming up in February, special deals with Ace Hardware. Thank you, Raffaello and Jackie, Ace Hardware. And now, thank you so much. Remember, buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. The great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. And since Nick is here, we're going to say, Nick is going to sing to us goodbye. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye, everyone.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Awesome.
Bye-bye. Oh, hey, wait. Say the secret word. All right.